Hey y'all, welcome to day 6 of Vlogtober. We are doing it, y'all. It is day 6. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like since August, like, your girl has been being very consistent. At that round of applause. But I just came on to introduce the vlog. We are going to be going out. I'm hanging out with one of my mom friends. She is the mom of one of the girls that play volleyball with Kason. We have been hitting it off, and when I told Kason what I was going to be doing today, she was like, "Oh, Reese, mom, love you," and I love her back, honey. Like, who don't love me or whatever. Okay, so she just texted me and said that she was on the way, so I just wanted to come on and introduce the vlog. We are going to, I guess, like a little farmer's market, a little outdoor market that she found on her way coming back from a volleyball tournament. So we're not missing no opportunities to give my family some content. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with that and pick you back up whenever we reach our destination. You say hi? Yeah. Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. Today is your good niece Taylor's birthday, and yesterday we did a thing as a family. We completed the adoption process for her. She is aware that she is adopted. I do plan on, definitely getting her someone to talk to so that she can successfully navigate her feelings and emotions. It was always my plan to share that with her. It was never going to be anything that I did not disclose. It would be a lot of things that me not knowing her background, her history and all that I would not be able to speak to. So it was always one of my things that I plan on doing. As far as finding the timing, I know I talked to a lot of people and was like, oh, I don't know if I would have been able to tell her and da-da-da-da-da. One thing about Taylor, y'all, she's 6 today, but there's nothing slow about Taylor. Taylor understands things. Like, I was doing videos of her coming home from pre-K. She was 3 years old, just using big words and everything and saying the accurate meaning of those words or whatever. So when I found out, which makes sense, like, I spoke to my lawyer, her office 2 days prior to us going to court, and just to like touch bases and everything, because I was usually the one that was calling, trying to figure out, like, what do I need to do? Do I need to bring anything? Like, what should I expect? This is not something that I've done before. Taylor is the first and only child that I've ever adopted. So, and we're doing it from a state that we're not originally from. You know, the whole process started in Delaware, where I obtained legal guardianship. So I say all that to say, I called my lawyer's office just to say, like, hey, make sure that we're still on board. The last time that I had talked to them, I want to say, like, was in August, July timeframe. And from that standpoint, I was told that, like, they have to do, like, several different things. July is when I got my court date, like, showed where it was filed with the courts. So this was, in my eyes, in my opinion, a very quick process, a very smooth process. When I talked to my lawyer's office yesterday, I was just like, Do I need anything? Like, are we all on board? Where do I go? Like, I knew what courthouse to go to, but that was it, or whatever. And I had to Google that. That was not on the actual document. And yeah, so at that time, at 2 days prior is when it hit me. Like, one thing about me, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, I don't operate from a place of fear, doubt, concern. I'm always just like, I deal with it in that moment. Because one thing that the Bible tells us is don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has its own set of worries. Don't worry about yesterday. That's already happened. So I operate in the moment. Like, okay, I have a date for something. I'll deal with that on that particular date. Like, I'm not going to sit up there and stress myself out about things that ultimately we don't have control over. Even as far as like being in this present day, I don't have any control. So, I've had her since she was a baby, like picked her up from the hospital and everything. She's always been mine. You know, it was always something that I wanted her to know, that you were fought for. You are part of the family. She has my last name, so forth and so on. So when I talked to my lawyer's secretary, she was like, you know, you do have to have her with you. And I was like, oh my God. Like, that's when the panic kicked in. That is when the panic kicked in, because prior to that, she did not know. So I had to like have a talk with her, which, you know, I was not prepared to do. And I didn't even know what to say, y'all. Like, I did not even know what to say. She understood what I was saying very well. Like, her main thing is like, I don't want anybody else to be upset. Like, don't tell my mom. Like, I don't want my mom to worry. Like, kids are very intuitive. Like, so I was like, tell her, my mom is my mom. Like, my mom knows that I did not physically carry you, so forth and so on. So I said, everything is okay. I asked her, did she have questions? She did have like a couple questions, like as far as like what the appearance and all that other stuff of where she came from. And I just told her, you know, you are loved. This is a great thing. Like, this is an exciting time for us. And, you know, I just have so many plans for myself, my daughters, and all of that, to where now I'm able to move forward, you know, without having any worries or all of that. So I don't want to talk too much, but I did initially tell you guys, if you go back years ago, 5 years or whatever, you pretty much know all the stories. So to dig back into that, we're going to leave it at that. But it is official. I am on my way to go meet my sister. My sister flew in from Delaware, her and her family, her daughter, her boyfriend, Shaman. Thank you guys so much for coming here. His birthday was also on Monday, so him and Taylor are literally 2 days apart. So to be here for this special day for my daughter, like, I'm not even going to cry. Like, I'm trying not to even cry, but to make it important to you to be here for that moment, like, I really appreciate that. And then also my best friend Davisha, she was here. She's the one that contacted me saying that, you know, Taylor needed to be picked up from the hospital or she was going to go into the state. So without her connecting those dots, we wouldn't be where we are today in this whole process for Taylor. So I'm forever grateful, forever appreciative for her remembering conversations of when we were little kids, saying that prior to me even wanting to physically carry a baby, having conversations saying that, you know, I wanted to adopt a child or whatever, and calling me when that opportunity arose. So it's like, one thing about me that I noticed is that God will always use other people to confirm like the thoughts that I have in my mind of things that I either want to do, things that I have spoken about, goals, and he will confirm once I get that confirmation. And it's not always immediate. Like I said, the conversation of me wanting to adopt happened when we were younger. I wasn't even a mom at that time. It may not happen right then and there, but if it's in God's will, it's going to come up again. And he's always used people to sit up there and do that, you know. So I'm just thankful that whatever caused her to contact me, she was obedient in doing so. And she was a part of that day as well. So I'm super grateful, thankful, all of the above. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You will always get the glory for everything in our lives. Like, it was very important for me raising even my daughters, being someone that was not raised in the church, to have my kids know the word of God, know where your peace and your comfort is going to come from. So yeah, it was me, my two daughters, Kason and Jordan, Taylor, my niece, my sister, her family, and my best friend that were in court with us. And I'm telling you, we met in a conference room. By the time we sat down and all of that, I was sworn in. You know, she read like a little bit of the things that were in my documentation, starting from when I first got Taylor up until now. And the judge said, you guys are all done. And I'm like, I didn't even get emotional. Like, I didn't even have time to like process everything. You telling me, y'all, it was literally, we spent more time parking our cars, running to the courthouse than we did in the actual room. So again, God's will be done. And yeah, so today is the day that my sister's leaving. We had like the same group of people over at the house yesterday. I got cakes, we have food. We do plan on celebrating this weekend, because what are the odds that we complete this process the day before your birthday? Today's your actual birthday. So stay tuned. I am going to break this up. We will definitely be celebrating your good niece's birthday. And then next month we have Kayson's birthday. It is the season of birthdays. Yeah, but if you have any questions or anything, make sure you comment them down below. If you are on this journey, I don't feel like things happened to me before me to either glorify God, to help give guidance and reassurance to somebody else. So if there's anything that I can say to bring you comfort if you are going through this process, whether it's my hysterectomy, whether it's this, "2024 has been a lot." Woo! We have been through a lot, 2020, 24. Some ups and downs, but you know, it's all a part of the valley. It's all a part of the journey, and it's yeah. Let me get on this road, because if you know anything about Atlanta, it's always going to be traffic. So I want to make sure that I'm able to go pick up my sister in enough time, spend a couple minutes with my niece before they take off, and head back home. And I'll bring you guys. I'm going to get them first before I go to the courthouse. I have to actually go back to the courthouse. I was told that I can go at any time just to pick up like the things that I need, and everything. So I was told to treat this paperwork like gold. Everything is sealed, closed, things like that. So yeah. So Taylor is officially a poster. Super excited about that. Hey y'all, so it has literally been, sorry about that, it has been a minute since I picked y'all up. So I was gonna go do a little solo date. I went and met up with my sister, her friends, her family. Took them to the airport. It was so much traffic, y'all. It wore me down. If I go anywhere, it's probably going to be to go and get some coffee. But I knew I had to come and take care of business. So I'm back at the courthouse where we finalized everything yesterday. And I was told to come back today by my lawyer so that I can get the documentations I need or whatever. She said that I can come at any time. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and get it while the kids are at school. That way I got time to get home and everything like that. So we're about to go inside of there. I'm going to use the bathroom because I have been drinking water. this whole time. Traffic wears me down. If y'all live in Georgia, have ever been to Atlanta, where I live at, there is rarely any traffic. Like, I'm closer to like Birmingham or whatever. I don't care what time of day. I feel like 4 o'clock, you got people getting off of work, coming home from school, stuff like that. In the morning time, you got people going to work, going to school, and all that. It's very, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I was glad that I was able to get a couple extra minutes with my sister, see my niece yet again. So let me stop rambling. I don't know what it is. When I'm in a car for too long, I just start to feel sick. I feel like it's manageable, like when I'm the one driving. But the fatigue and motion sickness is unbearable. One thing I like about this courthouse, y'all, my pocketbook smells so good. It smells like black opium. The black bottle with like the pinkish label. Yeah, it smells like that. I'm sorry, but I'm used to, like, when I would have to go to court when I was back in Delaware, you weren't allowed to take your phones in or anything like that. They was like, I was like, I really could have recorded the whole thing if I wanted to, because they didn't say or say anything. Oh, I gotta respond to people. If you watch this vlog, I've been in the car all morning. Tell her I will definitely make sure that she gets y'all happy birthday messages. Found a good matcha spot. I got a blueberry matcha with oat milk. It reminds me of the one at Wave 5. I sat in there and drank my matcha, you know, just to slow down the pace, okay? Like, just to breathe, take it in, and all that. And it was such a cute little spot. Like, the city that I'm in right now is called Carrollton. And I walked from where I was at all the way to I walked from the courthouse in Carrollton all the way to the coffee spot. And I'm saying all the way like it was so far. It was not far at all. But the weather is beautiful. I do have seasonal allergies, so with it turning into the fall time, I feel like I was sneezing. I know I didn't take my allergy medicine today, and I forgot. I usually keep some in my car just in case. But I say all that to say, I had called and booked an appointment to have me and the girls' pictures taken. We have never taken family photos, y'all. Like, never. Like, I have family pictures with my sister and my younger brother, but not with my kids. And when we took those pictures, they were younger. So I made an appointment. We're going to go next month. I thought that I was going to be able to do it on their fall break, which would have been the week of the 14th, next week. However, I'm working with this amazing lady. She was referred to me by my friend Courtney, so shout out to Courtney. She, on her website, it says that she specializes in like outdoor weddings and stuff like that, but she also has shots that she's done with family. So I was really looking to bring in the environment, like Georgia, like the scenery, the green, all of the things is what I was looking to do. And she recommended, so when I was on her website to even book the appointment, it asks for like a location to where you plan on having your pictures taken. Y'all, why was I on Google? I'm really going to do better. Like, I feel like I use my GPS for everything. Even though me and the kids be out and about everywhere, I use my GPS for everything. And I don't be knowing names of things. I don't know where things be. I don't be knowing none of that. So wherever I told her was something that came up, and she said that she was familiar with it. She has done an event there. However, the natural lighting and everything, I gotta hold y'all because I'm coming at a red light. She said the natural lighting and everything is very difficult to capture, so she recommended another spot that has like waterfalls and all. I just can't wait. But when I originally had a schedule for the week of October the 14th, she was like, are you going for, she said, what's your color scheme? So I told her when I tell y'all, again, I can't worry about tomorrow and I can't worry about the future. So, but because I knew I wanted to do fall pictures and it was going to be at a time where my kids were already home from school, I went ahead and hurried up and ordered our outfits. I don't even know if I could fit the outfit, child. Like, I just don't even know. But I sent her the color schemes that I was going for, shooting for, or whatever. So, Jordan and Kason, I plan on having them dressed alike. Teller's gonna have something different. I'm gonna have something different. But we're all gonna have on the same colors. So, I sent her that and she was like, okay, are you trying to get like the fall? I was like, I'm looking for the leaves. Like, I want the yellows, the browns. I want all the ambiance before everything is just dead to the ground. So she was like, you're still going to get a lot of green at that time of the year, because I booked this last month. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. So she was like, I would suggest doing like the first week of November. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, honey, I ain't from here. Like, so you would know better than I would. I appreciate it or whatever. She was telling me how she had did a wedding, an outdoor wedding at this time, and it was still a lot of green. And a while ago I don't know if it was a video that I did or a short where I was showing these trees that had the leaves started changing colors. And I said, now that I think about it, I said those trees were probably dying because they looked like they had just been planted. It didn't look like anything that had been there for a while or whatever, because it was like at a new shopping center area. So I say all that as long-winded as I am, because it is still very much green out. So I'm so glad that I went ahead and eased my mind about having our pictures taken later. And I also plan on bringing like something for us to change in, because then I can get fall pictures, Christmas/winter pictures at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, if you see what I'm saying. So I am so looking forward to that. I was kind of glad at the fact that we would have been doing it sooner, because I'm like, the kids already got their hair done. The only person I got to worry about is me and Taylor, because I know this bun is sick of me. But it's also silk press time, and it's also the time of the year. I feel like the fall and the springtime you can get a lot of rain coming your way. So we're gonna see. I do want to still get my hair cut. I gotta schedule and make this appointment. I've been trying to do everything while I'm home. I'm probably gonna just have to go to like the Dominicans to have them cut my hair, because I can maintain everything on my own. I am just so finicky about having people in my hair, cutting my hair, stuff like that. However, once it's done, I can maintain everything on my own. But I am on my way home. I'm gonna finish listening to my audio book. I am currently listening to, let me tell y'all, Moth to a Flame. And I feel like either there was a movie for this or I read this before. I can't really think of it. But I am 20%. I don't know who was blowing the horn, but my friend lives in this area, so just hearing the horn blow, I'm like, is that Courtney? But yeah, I am 20% of this book, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy listening to it while I'm on this road, and I'll probably pick her back up. Y'all, this is all the chicken we have left from yesterday. Like I said, I had some people over to celebrate the completion of adoption for Taylor. I ordered this from JJ's Fish and Chicken, or Chicken and Fish. And when I tell y'all, it's just like regular fried chicken. However, the seasoning that they put on here, let me see if I can find some that got some on there. Like, this seasoning just does something to your girl. And these are whole wings or whatever, so I like that. And I'm getting ready to heat up some pasta salad. Now the sides I did make, and all I did was make the pasta salad, and it was so easy to do. This is all that we have left of the pasta salad. Let me pick y'all back up. This is all we got left, and all I did was cut up 1 green bell pepper. I use these bow tie noodles, and I cook them according to the instructions on the box. 1 can of black olives. The can was like literally that big. I use cucumbers that I try to cut up the same size. So, you know, a lot of people was like, oh, I didn't know you had that. Yeah. Then I had a half of a red onion that I sliced very thinly just to give it some color, some feta cheese, and then I use a Greek salad dressing just to switch it up. See, being from up north, we have something called Salad Supreme, okay? And Salad Supreme is something that we put into our pasta salad, where, you know, some people put like the Italian meats, the different things like that. I didn't know, I've never seen that, and I've been here now for 4 years. I've never seen that here in Georgia. I didn't want to take the risk, so I just went ahead and made a Greek salad based pasta salad, and everybody was saying how good it was. This is my first time doing something like that for an event. It was easy breezy. Couple ingredients: peppers, well, the 1 pepper, green pepper, cucumber, 1 cucumber. I had olives, the noodles, feta cheese, and the pasta, period. That was it. So before I go get y'all good niece off the bus, I'm about to heat me up a plate of this. And I don't even know if we got any meatballs left. Probably not. But also from JJ's, they had this sauce. They said that it was their barbecue sauce. This was so good. It has like a zesty, like vinegary taste. Before I heat my chicken up, let me make sure that we still got meatballs. And y'all, I didn't know this was a thing. Let me show y'all, hold on. So I didn't know, so we got plenty of cupcakes left. I didn't know that when you add barbecue sauce and grape jelly to meatballs, that's what they call like the baby shower meatballs. I tried that, got it off of TikTok. I used turkey, like ground turkey meatballs. They were frozen. Did a little 1-2. And that was our meatballs that we had. Let me open up my blinds. I left the house and didn't open up my blinds. Y'all know I like to let some natural light in to my house. But yeah, so that was it. Then this weekend we definitely plan on, because mind you, all this stuff took place while the kids were in school, while other people had to work. So it was just literally a little last minute, come if you want to type of ordeal. No invitations were sent out, none of that. My sister came because of course she knew that the adoption process was going to be taking place. That we did know. We did have a date. We had a date months ago or whatever for that, and she just picked up and came. Yeah, so it looks like I'll just be eating some chicken. The kids are gonna be like, Mom, we don't have no more of this left, and I'm like, we got what we got. We got chicken. Y'all can eat off of not much pasta salad, but this is such an easy recipe. Like, I even got more because I only used 1 box of pasta. Like, I could always whip up more if they wanted something. But yeah, let me get off of here, eat my food, And then I'll pick y'all back up. Look at that. Look at that.